Olympic champion. She has returned better than ever before. Alysa Liu is the gold medalist.
This American athlete just created history at the Winter Olympics 2026 as the scoreboard shifted, and the arena paused for a brief moment before her name remained at the top. And Alysa Liu delivered 2 flawless performances under Olympic pressure to claim the gold medal in women's figure skating, marking a landmark achievement for Team USA on the sport's biggest platform, as she captured the women's singles gold medal with a combined total from the short program and free skate that ranked first overall once the final skater completed her routine, and the judging panel validated the outcome under the International Skating Union scoring system, where the women's singles competition features 2 segments beginning with the short program in which skaters must execute required elements, such as jump combinations, spins, and step sequences, with those scores determining placement heading into the free skate, where Liu's short program showcased clean triple jumps. Successful combination, no falls, and no under-rotations, earning positive grades of execution on several elements, and placing her among the leaders in both technical and component scores entering the free skate, which carries greater technical weight because it allows additional jump passes and higher base value combinations, while still demanding precision since falls or incomplete rotations reduce points. And in the free skate, Liu landed multiple triple jumps including high-value combinations, maintained steady controlled landings, completed spins at full rotation levels, and earned credit for the complexity and flow of her step sequence across the ice, as ISU rules assign each jump a base value, with judges adding or subtracting points through grades of execution, while program components evaluate skating skills, transitions, performance composition, and musical interpretation. And her final total surpassed the silver and bronze medalists, securing a major triumph for the United States. In a highly competitive Olympic field in Milan that featured top-ranked skaters from several nations. And although her road to 2026 was not straightforward, because after competing at the Winter Olympics 2022, she stepped away from competition before returning to elite training and qualifying through national and international events during the 2025 to 2026 season, including the U.S. Figure Skating Championships, where placement consistency and international readiness determined Olympic selection, and she earned one of the available U.S. spots. And at the Games, the competition unfolded over multiple days, with the short program narrowing the field and the top contenders advancing to the final free skate group, where Liu entered in medal position. And after completing her last element without visible major mistakes, her score appeared moments later, moving her into first place, and none of the remaining competitors exceeded her total lead. The medal ceremony, where she stood on the highest step of the podium, as the national anthem played, adding to the United States' legacy in Olympic figure skating as past American champions defined previous eras. And her 2026 title extends that tradition into a new Olympic cycle, built on precise jump landings, strong edge control, high-level spins, and consistent execution across both programs, while the women's singles event remained one of the most watched competitions, with global broadcasts focused on the final group, and the Milan arena filled during the medal deciding skates. And her comeback required rebuilding endurance through choreography, jump repetition, conditioning, and sustained focus, because Olympic scoring allows no second chances, and one fall can alter standings, yet she avoided critical mistakes in the decisive free skate. And her gold also contributed to the overall U.S. medal count, as international judges certified by the ISU displayed scores in real time with final standings based on combined totals. And while her 2022 experience provided familiarity, her 2026 performance delivered the top podium finish in a field blending veterans and rising talents, where technical difficulty has increased in recent cycles, though clean execution remains decisive. And when the last competitor's score failed to surpass hers, the result became official applause filled the arena, and cameras centered on the medalists, confirming Alysa Liu's gold as an official record in Olympic history, secured by her combined short program and free skate totals on the Olympic ice in Milan. And in the same Games team, USA also stunned Canada in the women's ice hockey gold medal match, sending a message through performance rather than words, as overtime at the 2026 Olympics ended the rivalry with a single goal, giving the United States the championship, when the tournament concluded with the United States defeating Canada. Sudden death overtime under Olympic rules, where the first team to score wins immediately, and according to reporting by Reuters on February 19, 2026, the United States secured gold with that extra period winner, adding another Olympic title to the American women's hockey program, and closing another intense chapter in the long-standing USA-Canada rivalry. The Olympic pattern continued at the Winter Olympics 2026, as women's ice hockey once again confirmed a long-standing trend that has existed since the sport was introduced at the Winter Olympics 1998, because only 2 countries have ever captured gold: the United States and Canada. And the 2026 championship game represented yet another direct clash between these rivals for the top podium position after both teams secured semi-final victories and advanced with strong offensive production during group play, entering the final with multiple wins and minimal losses, while regulation in the gold medal matchup remained tightly contested, with both sides generating scoring chances, but neither establishing a clear advantage, as goaltenders delivered critical saves across 3 periods. Shots on goal stayed nearly even, and special teams failed to create separation despite power play opportunities for each nation, as defensive units and netminders prevented breakthroughs, leaving the score tied at the end of the 3rd period. And under Olympic gold medal overtime rules, continuous sudden death play proceeds until one team scores, which heightens pressure because a single error determines the champion. And in this instance, the United States struck first in overtime, instantly ending the contest, as Team USA players celebrated the puck crossing the line, while Canadian skaters regrouped near their crease, and officials verified the goal to conclude, with Hilary Knight serving as captain for the United States during the 2026 tournament. And according to Reuters, she finished her Olympic appearance on a high note, as the United States secured another gold medal, adding to her multi-Olympic career achievements, while Canada entered Milan as the reigning champion from the Winter Olympics 2022. And the defeat prevented consecutive titles, although Canada has reached every Olympic women's hockey gold medal game in history. And the United States likewise extended its record of finals appearances, meaning every Olympic women's tournament has concluded with either the United States or Canada earning gold. And the 2026 outcome preserved that exclusive pattern, as both programs demonstrated balanced scoring, with the United States attacking through multiple lines and Canada relying on structured systems and sustained offensive zone pressure, which were evident throughout the final that drew global broadcast coverage across North America and international markets in a prime viewing window, while defensive commitment defined extended stretches of play with blocked shots, cleared rebounds, and composed puck tracking during high-traffic situations, until overtime briefly opened space in transition, and the United States capitalized on that opportunity with the decisive shot that sealed the championship, followed immediately by medal ceremonies, where the United States received gold, Canada earned silver, and Olympic protocol featured anthem performances and podium presentations, adding another chapter to a rivalry that has defined finals in 2002, 2010, 2014, 2018, 2022, and now 2026, with statistical summaries showing both teams among tournament leaders in goals scored and fewest, allowed, reflecting consistent performance through group and knockout rounds, as overtime intensity magnified every shift with defensive structure prioritized, until the winning strike triggered an immediate bench celebration from Team USA, while Canadian players awaited official confirmation. And the 2026 tournament concluded with the United States reclaiming gold and Canada taking silver, reinforcing the competitive balance between the two nations since 1998, with no other country claiming Olympic gold in women's hockey, and the sudden death finish in Milan entering Olympic archives as another narrow margin decision, where the difference between gold and silver proved to be a single shot, and in a separate Olympic matchup, Canada delivered a dominant 5-1 victory over Switzerland, signaling depth control and scoring balance, as 5 different players found the net, including Connor McDavid, who recorded a goal, and 2 assists, Nathan McKinnon, who matched that output with a goal, and 2 assists, Cal Macker contributing 2 assists from the blue line, Sidney Crosby adding a goal, and Macklin Celebrini supplying a goal and an assist, demonstrating layered production across the lineup, as Switzerland scored once on a power play before Canada tightened coverage and maintained control, finishing the game with sustained offensive pressure. And through 2 preliminary contests, Canada accumulated 10 goals while conceding only one, producing a +9 goal differential that immediately shifts tournament analysis, because consistent 5-goal outputs per game reflect repeatable structure rather than isolated bursts with speed through the neutral. Zone driving transition, particularly from McDavid and McKinnon, defensive activation, from Macker supporting offensive sequences, without sacrificing positioning and balanced contributions, preventing fatigue concentration on a single line as roster experience, including prior Olympic and professional championship backgrounds, appears in puck management composure and momentum control, while Switzerland entered following a shutout against France, yet encountered a different level of offensive depth. Canada's statistical profile now averages 5 goals scored and 0.5 allowed per game, positioning them strongly for seeding considerations in short Olympic formats, where goal differential shapes knockout brackets and forces opponents, including Team USA, to prepare for multiple scoring threats, rather than isolating one unit, because distributed production complicates defensive matchups and special teams adjustments. And if this trajectory continues, Canada will enter medal rounds with momentum, sustainability, and measurable efficiency reflected clearly on the scoreboard at 5-1.